So we're going to do the founder deep dive.
Okay.
You ready? I'm going to read this just because, they won't even see me, but just because it's brand new for us. So, okay. What would you do, Anna, if someone suddenly gave you $500,000?
I would invest it in Episcore, honestly, and maybe like some sort part of it I would put apart and would buy the laptops for kids in Africa and Ukraine, because that's what I'm do when I have some money. So, but yeah, I would just really put it towards Episcore.
How would that help Episcore right now?
Accelerate the scaling.
Yep.
Right, and like getting more land and resources to accelerate building the ADUs.
Yeah.
So for us right now, it's just really working capital. So
Yeah.
how to make things in terms of the business growing faster. Yeah.
Love that. What is one financial, or actually any reality of building your business that rarely gets talked about?
I think taking care of yourself and your mental health, I think, because it's like never discussed, but it's really important. And we all see this on LinkedIn, all of the successful stories, but I know people who post this and it does not true what they post about. I mean, like there is a real other side of it when you make things, and I think we all try to compete and try to be as good as others, but you're the main resource, and you need to be really taken care, even as a investments, right? So like I think that every startup needs to really when they raise money, they need to have some budget for like a coach, for example, for the founders.
Yeah.
And really take care of the founder and CEO life, because in the early days, it's like a founders and founding team basically make it a reality and the progress. So it is an asset, right? So, but mostly just neglected, or oh, you just need to be strong, just like ride or die or something like that. I think now I just think that it's not really wise approach if you really want to build a big business.
Yeah, take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
So before you sought the money for your company, how did you decide to take the leap to seek outside capital?
How we decided?
Yeah.
So that was when we moved in the United States. It was 2017. And then we had the money from NASA competition, so that helped us to continue. But then we were like, okay, we just need to grow and raise more money. And we first applied for the startup accelerator, Alchemist. We were accepted because I didn't know how to raise money, right? Like it's new country. I still I didn't know how to connect my internet to the apartment, for example, how to raise money, what is safe, what is the convertible note. And this is how it started. So, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And instead of like a possible personal meetings, it was all online. And that was just it was really challenging. But I do remember my first investor, we didn't know each other, we just met over the Zoom because of the Alchemist connections. And I was like maybe already like a 30 days 45 days pitching to all of these strangers basically, and they're like, oh, I think it's like I'm rooting for your success, but I'm just like I don't think I'm gonna participate. And then he was like, oh, Anna, I really like what you're doing. So, but I only can invest like $10,000. I was like, for me, it was like, thank you so much. And he just wired it like the next day. And I was like, this is really the angel investor, right? And we're still like a good friends. And that was like a time when I was just really so discouraged because like maybe I will never raise anything, right? But he was just like in the moment of dark, like, keep going. And then I believed in that it actually can work. And then it was like the pre-seed, and then crowdfunding that we were doing. So it just started because we needed to grow and start growing here in the United States, and we were ready for this growth.
Wow. And you took that leap. There you go. Now, what fears did you have to overcome to go for the money?
I don't think I have.
You probably didn't have any because you're just like, I'm just gonna do it.
I had to do this. Like, I need to figure this out.
I need to know. Now, instead of like jumping off, was there anything that you almost decided to do instead of saying, okay, we're going to go for it with Episcore? Was there anything else that you thought, maybe not that, maybe let's do this instead?
With instead of Episcore?
Mm-hmm.
No, I just like for me it was like the technology is really makes sense, and we basically have everything technology wise, and it's I was like, yeah, we just need to figure this out. So for me it was not something like do it or not. It's like it's we just need to do this.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do have this like I like watching, on YouTube like 10 ways to do fast money, like by renting something. I was like, that's interesting. And then like, no. So I just really like this entertaining. But no, I never was like, oh, maybe something instead, because for me it was like, yeah, this is the thing that it's gonna take time. It's not like the quick,
Yeah.
business. I didn't know that it's gonna be that hard, but even like if I knew this, I would still be doing this.
Yeah. Cool. All right.